Welcome back, folks. It's actually Amungus, your coach of the Atlanta Sobble, and we're back for another YCL YouTube Challengers League battle. This is week 7 against the Nashville Nidoking. Great guy we've competed against before in the PWD, and oh yeah, by the way, that great guy, he's coach Southside Braves of the Nashville Nidokings. Check him out if you haven't before. Link will be in the description. All those things. Honestly, compared to our matchup from the last week of the YCL, prep for this week was a lot less of a burden. Like a lot more normal. Pretty straight up team that we're going against. He's got the fire water grass core. I've got the fairy dragon steel core, but I also have the fire water dragon core, or fairy dragon steel and fire water grass. Sorry, tripped on my words a little bit there. We're gonna lead with the Scarf Thievul again. Catch a stakeout booster U-turn, hopefully on the first turn of the game. Get us some momentum. Scout out their lead. All those kinds of things. Keep in mind, I did not draft this team. It was one of the reasons why I entered this league, is to accept the challenge of playing with the team that I didn't draft. And Thievul was a Pokemon I never really used competitively before, but has really surprised me, and it's been really good for me. So they're going to end up leading with their Heatran, possibly to get up Stealth Rocks, that kind of thing. We're going to just stay the course and stick to the plan, go for the U-turn. It does absolutely nothing. It ends up hurting us from the Rocky helmet, but it lets us know what kind of Heatran they're bringing. If they do go for the Stealth Rocks, we're just going to go for our Defogger right here and shrug that off. They end up going for Iron Defense, which is great for us because we got a kind of bulky Dragonite this week and don't have full investment in attack. But obviously with the Earthquake being 4 times super effective, it's going to be big damage on this thing even at +2 defense. So at this point they're going to get up their Stealth Rocks. I kind of seen that coming at some point. It's kind of obvious that they should switch here, considering the fact that Earthquake does more than half. So we're just going to go for the Defog. Get them rocks out of the way before they have the chance to do anything bad to us. And basically put a waste to that turn of them using Stealth Rocks and us getting 50% damage off on one of their walls. So that was a good turn for us for sure. From here, because Dragonite is bulky and I want to kind of scout and see what he's going to go for, I'm just going to get off some chip damage and go for dual wing beat. Keep in mind my multi-scale is still intact. I should be faster. I am faster, obviously. And we're going to get more than chip damage. We're actually going to get some great damage off on this thing. They're going to go for Hydro Pump, which is a resisted hit. Not really sure about that play. If they knew for sure that I was going to switch, they, thought I would predict the Ice Beam and go. See, that's the thing about that play, is I'm really not sure what they thought I was going to go to, because if I would have went to Rotom, I would have still resisted that hit. And so we're actually going to end up getting an easy kill on the Cramorant. I don't know if that was a bad attempt at a prediction or what from my opponent, but it just doesn't end up working out the way that they thought they were. So they're going to end up going to Como-O here. Have a little Dragon versus Dragon showdown. And, truth be told, this is not exactly the best matchup that I want. But for the purpose of beating Como-O, I want to have my multi-scale intact. So because it isn't intact, I decided to switch here. We go to Rotom, not really knowing what they're going to go for, but they go for Ice Punch. Bad prediction and bad switch is going to give them a kill and tie the game back up at 5-5. But losing Rotom was not a huge loss. It just kind of was a momentum play. They did have Articuno on their roster, which could have made it a lot more useful against its his flying type. I wouldn't be able to do anything against Articuno with my Dragonite, basically. So Rotom would have been a little bit more useful against that, but against the 6 that he brought, it was definitely my least useful Pokemon. With even Thievul being able to hit 3 of his Pokemon super effectively, if you count the boost off of a possible stakeout U-turn from Thievul on this Sceptile right here. But Sceptile is actually going to go down to a choice banded Play Rough from Azumarill. They're going to go to Azelf at that point. It's a pretty free switch into Thievul because I don't really know what my opponent can go for that is going to hit this super effectively. They actually end up going for Thunder. It does hit and do really good damage, but with Choice Scarf, we know that we outspeed here. Unless they are Scarf as well. They're going to switch, go to the Heatran, and so we're actually going to end up taking a little bit more damage on the switch, but that's fine. We're still alive, and that's all that really matters, because Thievul's health is not important. It's not going to be able to pick up consecutive kills, but it can come in and do its work and then come back out. Now we're going to go for Magmortar. Knowing that this is Iron Defense, we suspect highly that it's a defensive build. So we're going to go for Scorching Sands here and try to use that means to try to take it on. We actually do end up picking up the kill there. So obviously that's great for us to get that huge threat out of the way, that huge wall out of the way. They go back to their Como-O, which is going to be able to hit us super effectively and resist in turn. We go for the Burning Jealousy in case this was the time that they decided to predict the switch. Because if Magmortar does go down here, which obviously it does, that's fine. So we just go back to Thievul, hoping to force this out with the threat of the Play Rough. And I think it's pretty obvious by this point that we're scarfed. So we're actually going to go for the knockoff instead, which hits more of its Pokemon super effectively, as I mentioned before. We're going to get a kill on Thievul here. And, obviously it was stakeout boosted, but that was on a 1 HP Pokemon. We get another stakeout boosted knock off on the Azelf, picking up a. No, wait, no, we don't. We don't pick up the second kill. We actually just end up going down there. My bad. Yeah, no double kill game for Thievul again. I think we only gonna do that once this season, most likely. But on that note, we do got the bulk. So we want to try to reestablish our multi-scale here. We're gonna roost a little bit, see how the damage rolls go for us, and if we're gonna be able to get back to full health, just to make sure that we can take down that Como-O. But honestly, even though it would have eventually worked, it's too long of a process. So as soon as I kind of see that we're only getting about 2 HP a turn, we're going to end up going for the dual wing beat, which is actually right on time, because even though we would have been able to restore our multi-scale, they were going to go for the Calm Mind and throw off the damage we were getting there. And at this point, you know, we're not at full health, but we're very, very, very close to it. So we're just willing to go with it, you know. Honestly, if he's not jolly or natured, or plus speed nature, we would outspeed. And it turns out that that actually is what they brought. But we still have to live one hit, even with one of our dual wing beats critting. They go for Rock Slide, which kind of surprises me that they didn't go for a Dragon type stab move. It should have been able to pick up the kill there. I don't know, maybe they didn't bring one because of my Azumarill. But with that, we're going to be able to pick up that kill. And we're going to be able to pick up the win. So that's 3 kills on Dragonite. Kind of star of the show right there. And that's going to be it for me this week in the YCL. Be on the lookout for more and other draft leagues from me. That's all I got, y'all. Peace.